Hello everyone and welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live. We are about to start here. This guy is doing a pre-show, but he's just finishing off. And then we will whap the volume back up. Here we go, Opening Night Live.
What's the plan?
Time to take control of our world.
Hang on, let's bump the quality down because it's lagging a bit.
Out of place, disconnected, and divided.
There are always repercussions.
Do we have what it takes
All right, I'm going in.
to be heroes?
What we're doing here could change things forever.
Tonight, we bring the world together.
You're with us now.
We celebrate who we are
This is humanity's chance to repent.
and what we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
The future of gaming. Welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Nice. Cool. There's not going to be a ton of fresh announcements here, I believe. It's going to be a lot of updates on games we've already heard about.
Welcome to Gamescom Opening Night Live 2020. Now, this year, Gamescom is, of course, a little different than normal, and I hope all of you and your families are safe and healthy at home.
I am
In
indeed safe and
2020,
healthy.
games have
Healthy.
and connected us
Healthy,
more
innit?
than ever. And with the
Thank you,
launch of
Jeff
PlayStation
Keighley.
5 and Xbox Series X later this year, games are only going to get better. Well, all summer, I was hopeful we could get to this very moment, a big live showcase filled with more than 35 games to kick off Gamescom 2020. Tonight, you'll get a first look at Fall Guys Season 2 and an extended gameplay demo of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart for PlayStation
I love
5.
that they
Plus, we might
start
have a
off as
couple
their big
surprises
announcement
along
is
the
the
way,
Fall
too.
Guys thing, because
But
Fall
before
Guys
we
has become
start, I
so
want to acknowledge
popular.
and thank all the game developers, marketers, and publishers who have worked under challenging circumstances to keep us entertained. This show is nothing without them or my production team, and doing a show at this scale safely is not easy, especially when all of you at home have some pretty insane expectations. I hope tonight reminds you why you love to play games. And with that, we're going to move on to our first game with a game that was just announced yesterday, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And joining me is Dan Von Drack from Raven to tell us about the game and give you an exclusive sneak peek.
I'm unironically
Dan,
a
how
bit
you doing?
excited because it's a direct sequel to Black Ops 1,
Jeff.
and I
Thanks for
love
having
Black
me
Ops
here.
1.
This has been a dream project for us to work on from nearly the beginning of development. We knew Black Ops Cold War was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 1, and we loved the idea of returning
Shall we
to
see if
the
I can bump the
pillars
quality
of the
up?
Black Ops franchise. Deniable operations, conspiracy grounded in history, and that shadowy world of paranoia. And we get to mix all those together, drop the player into the 1980s at the height of the Cold War, and it's really something that we know would feel relevant to today and also uniquely Black Ops.
Well, you start playing with Black Ops, everyone wants to know characters. We saw yesterday in the reveal trailers, some familiar faces. So, Woods, Mason, break it down. How does this fit into the Black Ops canon? You said it's a direct sequel, so are we going to see a lot of familiar faces?
Obviously.
Yeah, part of the fun in making this game was bringing back the iconic characters like Woods and Hudson and Mason and seeing how all
Oh, I
those personalities
love
mix with
those
some of the
three.
new characters. So the campaign takes place in 1981, and we love that we've been able to have so many connections to the original Black Ops and really be that direct sequel to the game.
It's also interesting because they
Now,
did do
one
Black
thing
Ops
that
2,
I'm really
which
excited
was
about
a
is
sequel
you're
also.
pushing the
But that was like
storytelling
a
in a
long
new
time in the
direction with
future.
some branches and some options about how you play through the campaign.
So
Can you
this is
maybe
in
walk us through
between
your
1 and 2.
thinking there?
Yeah, one of the driving forces from early in development was to say, let's take this Black Ops thrill ride and infuse it with some player choice and some player freedom. Anything we can do to give the player a little more ownership over their experience. So that starts with allowing the player to create their own character for the Cold War campaign.
Nice.
They can name them and pick a military background and really
We can have the
pretend
return
they
of
are that
Dave.
Black Ops soldier that they want to be. From there, we wanted to take
Dark
some
Souls
of our missions
Dave.
and infuse optional objectives, multiple paths, and some player choice moments inside some of those missions. And it was fun to find that balance between the hard driving Call of Duty action and these more non-linear experiences inside some of the missions. So with choice comes the player wanting to feel that impact. So some of those choices earlier in the game and some towards the end will actually shape the ending of the narrative of the campaign.
All right, so
Cool.
multiple endings to this game.
Yeah, absolutely. That was one of the big things for us. It's like we love that Black
That was the
Ops
case
is
in
always
Black
willing
Ops
to
2
take
as well.
risks, and we all know
Multiple
they did some of
paths,
this in
multiple
Black Ops
endings.
2, and
Yeah.
with our story and with these features, we loved playing homage to those early Black Ops games.
Oh yeah, I remember the numbers. All right, well, Dan, we
The
are
numbers,
excited to see
Mason.
more of it. I know multiplayer reveal is coming in September, but since you got a switch there, maybe you could flip the switch on something exclusive for us. What are you going to show us?
Uh-oh. Lag, hello?
Yeah, absolutely. This is really exciting because this will be the first time we've done this outside the walls
Okay,
of the
let's put it
development
back
studio.
down, shall we?
This is a scene from earlier in the game.
Because that is not
and
working.
It's a critical point that really shows the narrative of the world, shows this threat that our heroes are going to be battling. So let's take a look.
Okay, do it.
"1943. Detailed information from the Manhattan Project was stolen from Los Alamos by the Russian spy known as Perseus. 1968. The Vietnam War. Viet Cong soldiers, orchestrated by Perseus, attempted to steal an American-made nuclear bomb from a U.S. firebase. 5 days ago, while on a mission, we acquired intel that Perseus is in play again and planning an attack on the West.
That darn Perseus.
Perseus. The CIA's analysts consider him to be the single largest threat to the free world.
Hey, my man.
Mr. Hudson, we're all aware of Perseus. We're also aware he's more myth than fact. I mean, personally, I think he's nothing more than the Russian boogeyman.
General Haig, allow me to introduce the man best suited to respond to that. CIA clandestine special officer Russell Adler. He's one of the few people who even come close to capturing Perseus.
Mr. Adler, why should we take this Perseus threat seriously?
You don't have to, sir.
Yeah, then a lot of innocent people are gonna die. Why do you say that?
Sir.
Every time Perseus has come into play, it's shifted the balance of the Cold War. After 13 years of silence, if he's active, something big is gonna happen. Something that will affect the free world. Mr. President.
Sir.
Mr. President.
Mr. President, this is Jason Hudson and Russell Adler.
I know their names. Who do you think approved their last mission? Is the threat real?
Yes, sir, we believe it is.
Can you stop Perseus?
We can, sir. I've already submitted the requisition for my team.
Sir, their requests are highly irregular. Most likely illegal if the press gets a hold.
What the hell are you talking about? Do you know who we are?
Every mission we go on is illegal.
Sergeant Woods, plausible deniability is the backbone of our work.
Al, we're talking about preventing an attack on the free men and women of the world. Give Mr. Adler whatever he wants. Gentlemen, you've been given an important task. Protecting our very way of life from a great evil. There is no higher duty. There is no higher honor. And while few people will know of your struggles, rest assured, the entire free world will benefit. I know you won't fail us.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Definitely looking forward to that.
Tonight we have some new game announcements for you guys as well, including this one, a new next-gen narrative action-adventure game from Reflector Entertainment in Montreal. It's called Unknown 9. The game tells the story of Haruna, a woman raised on the streets of India and haunted by visions of her own death. Haruna struggles to understand her mysterious innate abilities to manipulate the unseen. Check out this first look.
Unknown 9 Awakening. Because everything's got to have a subtitle, you know? Or if you're Call of Duty, 2 subtitles. Ooh. Okay, that was pretty cool. Looked like the sort of wispy image continued at real time, but the actual person was much slower, so she could see what was going to happen and then dodge it. Could be an interesting mechanic. Unknown 9. Oh, it doesn't say Awakening on that one. Why did the thing behind Jeff say Unknown 9 Awakening before? Is it called Awakening or not? Explore the story world. No, I'm good. Hey, the new Doom DLC.
One of this year's biggest games has been Doom Eternal.
Campaign
Tonight we got an exclusive
DLC.
first look at the campaign expansion called The Ancient Gods Part 1. Check this out.
So will we be seeing what screamed no when we did the deed at the end of the penultimate level? Cool. Nah, fuck off. Never playing that. I am never playing that if you have to fight 2 Marauders at once. Fuck you. I hate the Marauders so much.
2020 marks the 25th anniversary of a legendary game studio, BioWare. Tonight, Casey Hudson and the team wanted to give everyone around the world a little taste of what's next. Casey, over to you.
Sure, are they actually going to tease some Dragon Age?
You know, 6 years ago, we were on the stage with you at the 2014 Game Awards, accepting the Game of the Year for Dragon Age Inquisition. And since then, we've been imagining new ways to use next-generation technology to bring the world and characters of Dragon Age to life. We're still in early production, but we thought it was time to give you the very first look at how BioWare's passionate team of
Holy shit.
are crafting this very
I was saying on Discord there's no way that we see anything from Dragon Age 4 because it's still going to be like 2 or 3 years away. But I guess I was wrong. Excuse me whilst I go and get a plate of humble pie, BRB.
See it grow up and turn from a company of 35 people to a company of more than 300 people.
Hopefully it doesn't show anything spoilery because I haven't played the Dragon Age games yet and I want to.
There's amazing stories to be told with other people. I love that character so much.
That's awesome. We're very experimental here at BioWare, so we're always coming up with new stuff.
We're always trying to improve, innovate, and bring new characters to life for our players and fans to enjoy.
The fact that they're still in early production is quite funny, considering they announced it 2 years ago. And early production means that it won't be out for at least minimum another 2, probably 3, maybe 4 years.
You really feel like you're the hero in the Dragon Age world and you're saving people.
Dragon Age to me is a wonderful world to play in.
That's such a nothing sentence. Dragon Age is a wonderful world to play in. Yes, sure. I'm sure everyone would say that their fucking game they're working on is a wonderful world to play in.
That makes it fun to explore and discover.
That tells us nothing.
In the next Dragon Age, you get an opportunity to see new things, new places, and interact with people who lived and grew up in these spaces as well.
No way. Seeing new things and new places in a new game?
What happens when you don't have power?
crazy stuff, man.
When the people in charge aren't willing to address the issues. The things that you can expect in the next installment are going to be stories that focus on the people around you and the friends and family you make.
Something that we'll be able to look forward to in Dragon Age is a really close relationship with game characters who really become real for you.
We want characters to either be loved or hated. One of the best examples of that is Solus. Half the community wants to kill him, half the people want to marry him, then another part want to do both.
They call me the Dread Wolf. What will they call you when this is over?
BioWare and EA has been one of the forerunners in using motion magic technology, and that makes it way more realistic when you're looking at the characters and the way they walk and move and interact in the world.
Players wanting that suspension of disbelief.
Here it is. Here is Dragon Age 4 gameplay on screen right there.
Is actually a living, breathing soul.
No, it's okay. That's the good kind of rumble.
I actually design bosses. I help with the creature design team as well. So I do all of like the big threats that you have to go up against.
Nobody dies on my watch. For the Wardens!
Choice is a big part of what Dragon Age is as a franchise. The decisions you make can affect change in the world.
Decision making can mean that a party member lives or a party member dies. And it means owning your outcome and reactivity to the choices that you do make.
I just love the possibilities that Dragon Age offers us, and I'm excited to explore a lot more of them.
To me, that potential is what gets you up in the morning. It's a fantastic opportunity every time.
Sure. That was the most nothingy puff piece kind of fucking thing ever. Literally just like them all sat around jerking themselves off going, oh, our game's gonna be really good. Oh, it's gonna have choice. And you're gonna see new things.
I think there's been a serious miscalculation.
Wow, wait, you're, what's his name? Back to the Future?
I'm Emmanuel Brown, doctor of physics, not of medicine, and certainly not that quack from Rick and Morty.
Yeah, we know who you are, but what are you doing here?
I did come back from the future to this precise moment on August 27th, 2020, because it's imperative we launch Surgeon Simulator 2 right now.
And what exactly do you have to do with Surgeon Simulator?
During the mid-20th century, some friends of mine from Shire University invented a state-of-the-art medical training facility, otherwise known as the Surgeon Simulator Training Program. Now, 70 years later, we've digitized the experience. It's unbelievable. You can access the program through your computer and then be medically trained from the comfort of your keyboard. And it's available as of, great Scott, this very moment. Tonight, I want to world premiere a few examples of some of the incredibly successful test subjects who have already completed.
I'm still not sure what any of this has to do with Back to the Future.
The world premiere will save our future?
Only time will tell. And speaking of time, I'm off to another world premiere, Avengers 26, The Return of the Son of Thanos, opening 2077. And with that, I leave the fate of the human race in your hands. Just make sure you play Surgeon Simulator 2.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We've got lag. What? Why does that have anything to do with Back to the Future? What?
Gonna give him a little pat on the head. Where does this part go?
Man, I just don't see how this is fun. I've seen Surgeon Simulator original gameplay and now this, and it just doesn't look that entertaining.
Jesus Christ! Put it back!
It just doesn't. I don't get it. I mean, obviously, Let's Players like tend to overreact sometimes, but
Jacksepticeye playing Surgeon Simulator.
they just seem so excited about it. It's like, you just
that crossover was kind of crazy. Wait until you get a load of this next game announcement that I don't think anyone probably saw coming. Check this out.
Oh, yeah? Surprise me, Jeff. Not sure what this is. Looks post-apocalyptic. My dude. You want to, Bridge Constructor and The Walking Dead. With TV characters. What? Okay. Sure. All 2 fans of Bridge Constructor just went absolutely nuts.
Tonight is just the start of Gamescom 2020. Over the next 3 days, there are more streams from IGN and Webedia with in-depth looks at games, a digital cosplay contest, and some special new shows just for Gamescom. Your portal for all things Gamescom this year is Gamescom Now, which you can check out at gamescom.global. Now, one game you'll hear more about later on IGN's post-show is this one, a return of 2 classic characters that I love. Check this out.
Ratchet and Clank? Nope. I know we're getting a Ratchet and Clank demo at some point in this show.
In a world gone strange. One elite force stands against the darkness. But even they could use some help.
Here, slip on this little beauty for effect.
Sam, I'm blind! Oh, hello, miss.
I have no idea what that is. Some VR thing?
The return of Sam and Max. Yes.
Oh.
All right. And now
Never
it's
heard
time
of
to
them.
say hello to my wonderful co-host for ONL from IGN. Please say hello to Sydney Goodman.
Thank you, Jeff. What's up, everyone? I'm Sydney Goodman, and I am thrilled to be here. Gamescom is always such a fun event, and throughout the show tonight, I'll be telling you about all the different ways that IGN is involved in this year's festivities. But first, I have an award to announce. The winner of Best Nintendo Switch Game is Little Nightmares 2.
Oh, yeah?
Congratulations. Like I said, IGN is going to be here for all of Gamescom with great shows such as the Gamescom Studio, where you can find
Give us more info about Little Nightmares 2 then. When's it coming out? The first one was great.
Plus, we have Gamescom Awesome Indies, the show with and for indie developers. That premieres Saturday, August 29th at 7 p.m. Central European Time, so be sure to tune in for more announcements and special guests. And now, let's go back to Jeff for our next big world premiere.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sid. We are so excited to see what's in the Gamescom studio and also Awesome Indies, and I'm going to be on the Daily Show tomorrow, so looking forward to that. All right, well, on to our next game. In the next
Are they just brushing over Little Nightmares?
Will journey beyond the mortal world of Azeroth to a place where no living soul has set foot before. The Shadowlands, the afterlife of an entire Warcraft universe. The infinite realms of the Shadowlands are watched over by different factions, known as Covenants, each holding dominion over a different aspect of the afterlife. And depending on how someone lived their mortal life, they may end up as part of one of these Covenants when they cross over into the Shadowlands. Today, we're excited to give you a closer look at the noble and pure Kyrian Covenant from the realm of Bastion, who are charged with carrying the souls of the dead into the beyond. So sit back and get ready for the world premiere of Bastion, the first in Blizzard Entertainment's new 4-part series of animated shorts called Afterlives.
Oh, that sounds cool. I have pretty much like no knowledge of World of Warcraft, but I've seen a couple of their shorts and they look sick, and I played a ton of Hearthstone back in the day, which obviously uses World of Warcraft characters. Hearthstone was like the only thing I played for quite a while when it came out. That sword looks fucking cool.
Light, save my soul.
Afterlives, Bastion.
Uther.
Where am I?
Welcome to Bastion.
That looks pretty.
You led a truly selfless life, and for that, you have been chosen.
Chosen?
To shed your mortal burdens and join the ranks of the Ascended.
Pog?
Serving to ferry the souls of the dead unto the Shadowlands.
I serve the light, and my work is not done. There is an evil that must be...
There is no evil here. The darkness was sealed within the Maw long ago.
You're wrong. He destroyed my home, murdered my people and my king. He must be punished.
You are an aspirant now. You must accept your new purpose and purge yourself of this desire for vengeance.
What I desire is justice.
Devos, why are you training this soul? It is beneath your station as a paragon.
He cannot let go. He continues to demand retribution for his death.
And this concerns you? Many souls take eons to ascend.
Yes, but this one seems broken, Thenios. Unlike any soul I have seen. I have begun to wonder whether he was deemed worthy of Bastion. By mistake.
Be careful, Devos. I would not let the Archon hear such a thought. In time, he will forget. Trust our ways. Trust the path.
Cult vibes. Ah, don't think, just trust.
How long must we train?
Until you are ready to ascend.
And what is keeping me from ascension?
Nothing but the memory of your mortal life.
How can I forget when I can still feel his blade?
Your soul is wounded? Who did this to you?
He was my student. He betrayed us all.
Show me. The runes on his blade were unmistakable. This dark agent runs free on a mortal world with the power of the Maw itself in hand. Our realm is imperiled.
Impossible. The Maw is inescapable. You must return to the path.
If he had purged his life, we never would have known of this calamity. The path is flawed.
Enough! The order of the Shadowlands depends on the execution of our eternal charge. You will abandon this course.
As you command.
Wow, no fight. No fighting back there. Feels bad.
Uther! The time of your ascension has come.
I thought I was not ready.
Do you wish to see him punished?
I do.
Then prepare yourself.
Dope.
The moment he falls, we will claim him.
I see. Only darkness before me.
Now, cast him into the maw. Return him to the darkness he served. His eternal suffering awaits.
He was my student.
Remember what he did, and take your vengeance.
Not vengeance. Justice.
Sick. I don't know who any of the fucking characters are, but that was very cool. I'm interested. I should probably get some kind of catch up on World of Warcraft history and
We
lore.
know many of you can't wait to experience Shadowlands, and our friends at Blizzard want you to know the wait.
That you're just gonna have to fucking wait. Yeah? When's it coming out? It's always a big moment when a new World of Warcraft expansion comes out. 27th of October. Damn. That is very soon. Two months. Cool. Well, I'm sure a lot of people just lost their fucking shit at that. Because World of Warcraft is still huge.
It is official, and we have so much more opening night live still to go for you. Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation 5, much more. Stay tuned. All right, but now it's time for the announcement of a new universe that is coming to gaming for the first time with a project from a Canadian studio. Check this out.
Okie doke. Let's see. Let's have a look.
They have returned. They corrupted. Divided. Conquered. Until finally, the gates of the celestial realm
Warhammer.
were thrown open.
Another franchise I know
Remaining hope.
nothing about.
Stormcast Eternals. Vengeance made manifest.
That's pretty.
Unbroken. We will take back what the dead have ravaged.
Warhammer Age of Sigmar Stormground. Hooray, it's another double subtitle game. Well, that looked pretty, but yeah, I know nothing about Warhammer, so doubt I'll be playing that.
Now, you guys may remember back in June, I had some masked fun with my buddy Crash Bandicoot announcing Crash 4 It's About Time. With the game coming in October,
Christ, was that really
Crash,
2 months ago?
of course, had to come back for opening night live. So let's bring him out, everybody. Crash Bandicoot.
It doesn't feel like it was long ago that... It was 2 months ago that we got that announcement. Oh, that's funny. Just out and about. Oot and a boot. I wonder how hot it is in that costume.
Crash apparently didn't get the memo about Gamescom, but to tell us more about what we just saw, I'm joined by Lou Studdert from Toys for Bob. Lou, what did we see there with Crash and the Gamescom bot?
Apparently you saw him wandering around Cologne, but what he was hinting at was kind of our reveal of what we call flashback tapes, which are a brand new style of level that we are announcing here today.
Okay, so how do these flashback levels kind of play into the overall Crash 4 narrative?
Yeah, so the way that the flashback tape levels work is that they are kind of a peek back in time to the 90s when Neo Cortex was actually testing on Crash and Coco before the events of Crash Bandicoot 1. And they're kind of these devious puzzle rooms that we've made, and they're really hard and they're really awesome and they're super creative, and we can't wait to get people's hands on them.
Yeah, no, I got to play a demo of this a few weeks ago, and that was a challenge, so I can't imagine how nefarious these are. How are they going to be sort of integrated into the game? Are they optional, like offshoot stuff, or how do you get to them?
Sure. So players actually have to collect the flashback tapes in the levels themselves. They're an object that they can pick up, and to actually pick them up, they have to reach them in the level without dying. It's kind of our homage to the death routes from the original trilogy. So players have to reach these objects in the level, pick them up, and then once they get them, they'll get access to these unique levels.
So beyond the pure challenge, what other fun? How are these fun for players to kind of experience, and what do they get to do in them?
Sure. So one of the things that we did was we actually used these as, like I said, puzzle rooms, really kind of fun, nefarious, devious ways for Crash to really express that pure platforming kind of aspect of gameplay that we know and love about the franchise. But then narratively for us, it was really cool to layer in kind of a unique perspective to the franchise. This is the moment when Cortex is really excited about the prospect of Crash being on his team, because Crash was originally created by Cortex, and so this is a weird point in time that's never really been explored in the games before.
Awesome. All right. Well,
is there normally that much story in Crash games? I thought there was like basically none.
October. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Awesome. All right. Well, we will be right back after this for more Gamescom Opening Night Live.
Oh boy, you've got an advert break going on. Although I guess in gaming shows, advert breaks are usually adverts for more games, which is not really a bad thing. Because the entire show is adverts for games anyway.
Rupture that obliterates without warning. Alone, the hordes of Enoch will fall before me. But together, this entire planet will fear us.
Yikes.
The anomaly alters us, each in our own ways, yet we are drawn down the same road, into the dark heart of creation. 'Cause I feel the way you feel. We will find the source, whatever it holds, whatever it takes.
This looks pretty cool, man. I've got no idea what the fuck it is. Oh, Outriders, right. Completely forgot that game exists. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot Outriders was the thing.
Enter a contender. Leave as a champion.
It did look pretty decent there in that little advert. Oh, it's not the future of Battle Royale though, is it? It's a fucking game that nobody really plays anymore. Like, it came out and people tried it and went, nah, Fortnite's better. And then they never went back. It's Mario Strikers! That's what these animations remind me of, the Mario Strikers, like, super fucking kick attack things. I don't know why. I haven't thought about Mario Strikers in like a decade. But instead it's Captain Tsubasa Rise of New Champions. Of course it is.
Let me get you up to speed.
Oh boy,
The
more
Underhive's
Warhammer.
named well. A sprawl of humanity suffering away like ants. Deep underground where we ain't causing trouble for the rich boys and girls, no matter how loud we are. And do we ever make some noise? Every Orlok says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for saying they couldn't. I don't want to say immortal, but when their armor, blood, skin and will are of iron, it's a potent combo. Why would someone like you want to know about an all-female gang of psychopaths, drug dealers, killers, cloners and... Oh, makes sense. And Escher will cut you up just for the fun of it. Goliaths are big. That's it. Anything smaller than them doesn't deserve to live. And they're just as happy filling you with lead as they are smashing you to pieces with a power maul. Now, mixing that whole pot together in a place like this, you can imagine what happens. Chaos, gang warfare, for wealth, for power, hell, sometimes just for fun. So, think you're ready?
No.
The Underhive Wars comes to PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC on September 8th.
lot of Warhammer stuff going on.
Realidades virtuais extremamente fidedignas e realistas, eu acho que também se encontra em formas mais expressivas e absurdas, quebrando cada vez mais esses paradigmas de formato de videogame que a gente tem e sendo usado mais do que nunca como uma ferramenta de expressão artística.
I envision the future of gaming to be quite bright and quite online.
The next generation of console will clearly allow AAA and indie developers to build more creative-driven games that I hope will cover more diverse subjects.
I want to play all kinds of stories about people and places, both real and imagined. I want comedy games, I want autobiographical games. I really want to see what people can do with the medium.
Pro futuro dos games, eu vejo uma evolução obviamente gráfica, mas eu vejo ainda mais evolução na inteligência artificial e na maneira com a qual a gente interage com os games, tudo em busca de experiências mais imersivas.
Hooray! What I want to see from next gen is everything that I said I wanted to see from next gen, last gen. More immersive experiences,
You know, one
bigger
of the things
worlds,
I
blah,
love
blah,
about
blah.
opening night is that we can show you the biggest games in the industry and also smaller titles that should be on your radar. So pay attention to this next game. It comes from a team of two in Sweden, Tuxedo Labs. Over the past 3 years, developer Dennis Gustafsson has built his own game engine to realize his vision for a fully destructible game world. What he's building has absolutely blown me away, so I asked Dennis to prepare a special trailer just for tonight. I hope you're equally inspired by the ideas in this next game. Definitely one to watch. Teardown.
Okie doke. I like that they do give a spotlight to the smaller games as well. That's very good. Also impressive if it's just two dudes and they built their own engine. Like, building an engine's a big fucking task. Huh, that does look cool. Prepare an efficient path. To perform the perfect heist. Yeet. Teardown. Okay, that was good job, two-person team. That was a better look at the game than some AAA developers managed with their fucking pieces. So well done. Hey, Little Nightmares 2. Here we are. Here we are.
The team at Tarsier Studios hasn't shown anything since, but that changes right now. Here is a first look at the gameplay of Little Nightmares 2, which is coming next February, with more to come throughout the week at Gamescom, including a live demo on Gamescom Studio tomorrow.
Next February. I will keep an eye out for it. Definitely want to play that one, because the first one was great.
Nice. All right, thank you.
Lol. Was Jeff's mic still on then? Sounded like he said nice, alright, thank you over the top of the footage, and I think we weren't supposed to hear that. Oh god, give it to me now. This looks good. This looks very good. Ugh. More of those horrible, creepy, huge people. Ugh. Oh, they do give me the creeps. Ugh. Big time creepage. Oh my god. It's interesting because at the end of the first game, obviously 6 got those powers. We're not seeing any of those powers be put to use here? Oh god. Oh boy. I'm probably going to be a little bit scared by that because I am easily creeped out. 11th of February. Nice. Nice.
I'm WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, and I'm reuniting with my old buddy Mauro Ranallo to bring you all the over-the-top action in WWE 2K Battlegrounds. Mamma mia!
Mamma mia! Wait a sec, hang on. I just realised. Did that say February 11th for current gen and then later next year for next gen? Because I'll have a current gen console by that point, and I'll have probably got rid of my. I'll have a next gen console by that point, rather, and I'll have probably got rid of my current one by then. So does that mean I wouldn't be able to play it?
You know, I'm a little more old school than Mauro, so I can't wait to see these WWE legends teach these kids a thing or two. And you know what? Here's a closer look at the insane action. It's a great evening for WWE.
God, this looks fucking dreadful.
Oh, wow. Take that, Mauro. Man, it's so good to see the Bella Twins at their best. Now, let's keep this party rolling with another matchup.
Oh god, this dude is annoying.
The Undertaker has risen, and Finn Balor is about to be taken for his last ride. Mamma mia, what a move! Finish him! Oh no! He just hit the snooze button. How do you lose like that? What's the matter with you legends! This is just an example of the pandemonium that you're gonna experience when you head to the Battlegrounds. Woo, that's a big toy hammer. Oh, I can't believe my eyes! Seth Rollins delivers the stomp! What a night. What a night! This is the greatest thing I've ever seen! Pre-order WWE 2K Battlegrounds today and
No.
go without limits.
No,
Oh, sorry, Moro. I know that's your line.
I'd rather suck on a bag of dicks than pre-order that. That looks horrible.
Well, again, I have even more awards to announce, so let's get right down to it. The winner of Best Action Adventure Game is Watch Dogs Legion.
The city needs a resistance.
Why are there awards right now? Sorry, this isn't fucking the Game Awards. That's in December. Why are we awarding titles? Awarding awards rather to titles that aren't even out yet? What?
The winner of Best Action Game is Star Wars Squadrons.
How are you awarding things to games that are not out?
This is gonna be close.
This is not an awards show.
The winner of Best Multiplayer Game is Operation Tango.
I've never even heard of this.
It takes two to save the world.
Operation, no one's ever heard of you. Stop taking up this part of the show, please.
I used to be an explorer.
The winner of Best Indie Game is Curious Expedition 2.
I don't think I've ever heard of this one either.
I did not believe what I had witnessed. It was time for the world.
You'd think they'd showcase them on this Gamescom
Congratulations
show.
to all the winners. As I mentioned, IGN will be here for all of Gamescom with great shows and new ways for you to get all your gaming news. Check it out.
Gamescom 2020 is the heart of gaming, and you can keep to the beat right here on IGN.
Is it though? Is it really the heart of gaming?
Gaming into 5. Gamescom Now is your virtual show floor with up to the second live coverage. Gamescom Daily Show, Gamescom's first ever late night talk show, our Gamescom Awesome Indie Show, the freshest deep cuts in indie gaming, and finally the Gamescom Best of Show, including the Gamescom Award. Gamescom 2020 is available on IGN and wherever you stream Gamescom Now.
Yeah, I'm good.
And now it is time to talk about that Best Action Game winner, Star Wars Squadrons. This is a new immersive space combat game from Motive Studios that delivers the ultimate Star Wars pilot fantasy.
Well, if they are going to talk about them all, then that's fine, but I just don't understand why they'd give the award before you even know what the game is.
Across intense 5v5
Like, obviously I knew what this one was, but a couple of those ones they showed there I'd never heard of, so you'd have thought they would have already shown them off here prior to awarding them something, so that you understand why it's getting the award.
Taking a brief look at one of the single-player missions featuring some light narration by the Motive team. Let's check it out.
This is just the dogfighting game, right? You'd never get out the ship kind of thing, aside from in cutscenes or whatever.
Or dark, freedom or destruction.
F.
The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new Republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new Republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new Republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Can I side with Palpatine?
I'm Suzanne Hunka, narrative producer on Star Wars Squadrons.
Hi, Suzanne Hunka.
Our single-player story is one of daring pilots and deep-seated rivalries.
Take Titan Squadron, hunt down this Starhawk, and eliminate it.
Gladly, Admiral Sloan. Over the course of the story, you'll fly as two pilots on opposite sides of the war. And, like all modes in Star Wars Squadrons,
Oh, you can be
you'll
on
have the option
fucking
to
Emperor's side?
experience every mission fully immersed in VR.
Wedge Antilles, Rogue Squadron.
I hear you're the reason I was able to finally get a comm through.
Today, we're giving you a glimpse of an early Imperial mission behind enemy lines.
One of our spies, Agent Thorne, has discovered vital intelligence on Project Starhawk. Your mission is to extract her from an orbital outpost above Hosnian Prime. Behind enemy lines, you'll have to eliminate perimeter defenses. The outpost is defenseless. When you've secured the area, you will escort the Gladius to the outpost, and our extraction team will acquire Agent Thorne. Once Thorne is secure, reach your Gozanti cruisers and return to the Overseer.
Cover our escape and escort us to the jump point. We have Republic corvettes inbound. Move, Titan.
Man, that is a very restricted field of view. In that cockpit, you can hardly see shit. I don't think I could play that just because of that restricted field of view. That's too annoying. Like, the entire... Your screen is just a small circle in the middle, and that's covered by lines, then half of that is covered by the steering wheel.
And a shattered empire. Debrief with your squad mates between missions.
You're our new wingmate.
Customize and master all 8 starfighters, and join the galaxy's finest.
I need you focused and ready to go.
From bombing runs at the Nadiri dockyards to setting a trap in the Xavian Abyss, the story of these rival squadrons will push the war to the brink and define the galaxy for years to come. I look forward to seeing you in combat October 2nd.
You won't. I'm sure that's good for flight sim people. Not for me. Is the thing I'm most excited about so far Little Nightmares 2? I think it might be.
That is not all EA has to share from a galaxy far, far away today. At Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you can enter the world of Batuu, where you can visit Oga's Cantina or jump into the Millennium Falcon on a run to Smuggler's Cove. It was this incredible adventure at Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney World Resort that inspired The Sims' latest game pack. Check this out.
Oh, God. The Sims, where the DLC costs about £4,000. It is actually fucking insane how much it costs to get all the Sims DLC. It is just ridiculous. I will never support it. There's literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Man, Disney's really loosening its grip on some of its IPs, like throwing Star Wars into Sims games. Like, currently Fortnite is doing a Marvel season with like Thor and Wolverine and She-Hulk and Galactus and all those guys. Like, seems like Disney characters are suddenly available to be used in a lot more places than they were, like, until recently. You were never able to have them cross over into things. They kept them under lock and key. Star Wars The Sims. No. Yeah. Okay, let's move on and try and scrub that one from my memory.
There is even more Star Wars to come later in the show. Lego Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga is up, and as we move into our second hour, we've got Fall Guys Season 2 still to come.
Are they going to close with Fall Guys Season 2? Is that going to be their big closer? Like, don't get me wrong, I like Fall Guys, but, and I know it's really popular, but is it really something to close the show on?
Annapurna Interactive from last year's Microsoft E3 event.
Oh, yeah?
And today, I'm excited to share a new announcement from the team. This interactive thriller about a man stuck in a time loop is one of the most intriguing
12 minutes?
indie titles.
12 minutes?
And
Yes.
now
Yes.
added an absolutely all-star cast to the game.
Is it 12
Here's
minutes?
a whole new look at 12 minutes.
Yes! Okay, this looks sick. This I'm actually really fucking excited for. I am really fucking excited for this.
All right, close your eyes. I want you to think of a flower. Look
at its contours, its curves. Now I want you to imagine it changing, moving backward, returning to its bud. Think of that bud, unopened. Look at it as a whole, then silently repeat these phrases. May you be free from suffering. May you be free from fear. May you know peace and joy.
James McAvoy and Daisy Ridley and Willem Dafoe. Holy shit, that is... He was not joking about the all-star cast. Holy mother of God. Oh, yes. I am so in for that. Yes.
That's going to be a really special indie game. So glad to announce that here on the show.
I cannot wait to play that. That looks so good.
We announced Godfall, a new looter shooter coming to PlayStation 5 and PC from Counterplay. Tonight we've got a quick.
It's not a looter shooter. It's a looter slasher.
More footage coming as part of Gamescom 2020.
They specifically call it a looter slasher. So I'm pretty sure he just fucked up his words there, and they're probably screaming at him. Because there is no shooting. I think maybe you could shoot like a bow or something, but there's no. It's not a gun game. It's a slash sword game. Like that. Can we not lag though? That would be good. I'd appreciate it if we didn't lag. Thank you. Nope, you're doing it again. I love that fucking armor. That armor looks dope. Was that it? Okay.
We have much more O&L to come. Exclusive looks at LEGO Star Wars, the Skywalker Saga, Fall Guys Season 2.
Yeah, you don't have to keep saying it like that.
You see what the Mediatonic guys are up to, and so much more. But first, I'm sure you saw that earlier this week, Heart of Deimos, Warframe's newest expansion, was released on PC, Xbox, and PS4. And today,
I did not
also
see,
on
but
Switch, all platforms. Here's a look at the Heart of Deimos.
I'm curious about Warframe, because people say it has a great story, but that you have to play for like 100 hours before you get to it.
Tear the veil asunder. Subvert new territory to our sovereign will. But that was what it wanted too. It raged unchecked through metal, bone, flesh. Life. We are infested with it.
What? Visitors?
Now, the gateway is failing. The jaws close. The final heartbeat approaches.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I love that little robot.
Before we fall, we shall scream. There is one who will hear the heart of Deimos.
Cool. Ah, man, if I had the time, I would totally play that, because Warframe has always looked interesting to me, but it's just such a time commitment that I do not have.
Whether it be older people or bored teenagers or middle-aged parents who...
The way they're hyping up this Fall Guys Season 2 stuff, it better be the second coming of Christ. Because I thought it was just going to be like, hey, we're removing 5 minigames and adding 5 minigames, and that's Season 2. Like, is it going to be, the way they're hyping it up, it makes it sound like it's going to be more than just adding a few minigames. But, I don't know. I think they're just hyping it up because it has become a massive hit. It's the most downloaded PlayStation Plus game of all time. But I don't know. I feel like it's just not big enough. Like, it's a fun game, don't get me wrong. Great game for family. It's super fun time. But it's also very small scale and not something that I expect to change that much season to season. So I'm very curious if they are actually going to close on it. The way they keep talking about it makes me think they are.
Eles englobam tudo. Música,
I'm very interested to see what the Lego Skywalker Saga Star Wars game is, because I've played like a little bit of a couple of Lego games at friends' houses and stuff, but I've never played a full Lego game like start to finish myself. It's just like occasional small bits here and there of different games. So I'm kind of curious to play one like properly, to see what it's like. Modus Studios Brazil. In-engine footage, aka don't expect the game to look anything like this. I don't know why games even bother like with the in-engine footage label, because unless it's gameplay footage, we all know that it's not actually representative at all in any way of what the game is going to be like, what it's going to look like. Like, it never is. It needs to be gameplay footage, and even then, gameplay footage is usually vertical slices that look significantly higher quality than what the finished product looks like, because the finished product is having to, you know, work with an entire world or whatever, rather than just being that small vertical slice of gameplay that they're showing off. So, I don't know. I don't know why people still bother with this. It's like the screenshots that always look way too good to be true, and they became so common that they started to be called bullshots, because everyone knew they were bullshit. Override 2 Super Mech League. We don't need subtitles. Games don't need subtitles. Why do so many games have subtitles? Fuck me. Just call it Override 2. You don't need Super Mech League in there. Fuck. Special crossover announcement coming September. Can't wait to not care. Oh my god, please put subtitles in the bin.
Alright guys, we're back officially into hour 2. We've got an hour more of great stuff to show you.
Pog.
Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Oh, yes. Give me that.
Look at that.
Give me a look
Fall
at
Guys
Stasis.
Season 2 and Ratchet and Clank for PlayStation 5 and so much more across the next hour. Opening Night Live continues, and it just is the start of Gamescom 2020. But right now, on September 25th, Mafia Definitive Edition launches, a comprehensive, built-from-the-ground-up remake of the original Mafia. Tonight, we've got the exclusive debut of the next trailer, called A Life of Reward Too Big to Ignore, which deals with Tommy's induction into the Salieri crime family. Check this out.
I should probably play the Mafia trilogy one day. It's on my list. I've heard that 1 and 2 are good and 3 is garbage.
In this room, they're here because they have the only thing that matters to me. The only thing that should matter to any of us. You know what that is, Tommy?
They're loyal.
That's right.
But 3 being garbage isn't enough to put me off, because I've heard like really good things about 1 and 2. So
Doing an honest day's work in a city that's been trying to scrape you off its heels since the day you stepped off the boat, and then next you're stuffing your pockets full of Salieri's dirty money.
Go get him, Tommy!
Teach these boys a lesson. Break every bone in their bodies.
You want me to become one of those Wall Street boys?
Don't sass me, Tommy. I'm trying to teach you the ropes, so you don't get strangled by them.
Now you stay straight with me, you're gonna be living the high life, Tom. You abuse my trust.
Don Salieri, you won't ever need to worry about me.
Okay then. Welcome to the family.
welcome to the family. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will get around to the Mafia series one day. Probably not a high priority, but eventually.
Next, we're going to introduce you to a turn-based multiplayer strategy FPS from a team in Montreal, Canada.
Got enough keywords
Lemnis
there.
Gate is coming in early 2021 and has a unique mechanic built around a 25-second time loop. Check this out.
Bing, 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 bing. Lemnis Gate. It looks interesting. It looks way too complicated for me. I don't know if I could handle it. Hey, Star Wars.
Get ready to experience memorable moments and non-stop action from all 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. The entire series has been reimagined with new fun-filled LEGO humor, and now we've got your first look at the gameplay trailer.
Nice. Sell me on it. Sell me on it, Mr. Jeff Keighley. Make me want to buy this game.
I want to learn the ways of the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
The Force is unusually strong with him. That much is clear. Twisted by the dark side, young Skywalker has become.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
That boy is our last hope.
No, there is another.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
Okay, I think it's done it. I think it's sold me on it. This looks fun.
The Force will be with you, always.
Punch it! Not him.
I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
So be it, Jedi.
That actually sold me very, very hard on that. That looks great. Spring 2021. You know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna have to do that. That looked really fun. That looked really, really fun. I've got a massive grin on my face after watching
LEGO
that.
Star Wars looks so fun, coming to next gen as well. All right, we'll be right back with more world premieres from huge new games like Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Medal of Honor,
Fall Guys
Above and
Season
Beyond,
2.
and Destiny 2. But before that, here's a look at a game that is launching tonight on Nintendo Switch and Steam. It's called Struggling from Frontier, a fun physics-based platformer where up to 2 players control Troy, our fleshy hero. Check this out, and remember, you can play this tonight.
Did I just see a unicorn shitting a rainbow? I think I did. And that makes me very curious. That looks weird. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's very strange. Oh man, I'm so psyched about that Lego Star Wars game. Like, that actually just made me really happy looking at that. That looked so much fun. I'm definitely popping that on the list. It's Spring 21, right? Yeah. That's looking like a buy. That's looking like a buy and a play at launch. Depending on all the other myriad of things that will be going on in spring 2021, I'm sure. But, you know, right now, that is looking like a plan. And now, more adverts. I'm still not quite over the fact they managed to get that cast for 12 minutes. Like, what? That's like a fucking tiny studio indie game. How do you have that cast in that tiny indie game? Where are you getting that money from? I guess it's a Game Pass thing, right? So I guess maybe Microsoft is funding that, but like, holy shit, dude. Would Microsoft go, what's that? You want some of the biggest Hollywood actors in the world for your little indie game? Sure, we'll finance you. Like, really? Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. Pre-order now. It's not even out yet, but of course they're advertising the definitive edition of a game that's not out yet. Or is it? Oh, I get it. I'm being dumb. I thought he was saying that they were like, you know, you get your standard edition, then you get your gold edition. But no, it's, I assume, probably one with all the DLCs and stuff in it or something. Oh hey, it's the Dark Pictures anthology. Shame the first one was shit, and so I won't pick up the rest. Yes. No. Sorry, Little Hope. The first Dark Pictures anthology was just rubbish, man. I've heard their previous game, Until Dawn, was actually, like, really good, and I will play that one day. But, this Dark Pictures anthology, unless the second one gets rave reviews or something, then I don't think I'll be going back to it, because, man, the first one, oh no. Oh no. Project Cars.
I gotta say, the game that I've given the most hours to, that I love going back to, is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I have to say, since Origins came out,
Odyssey is the game you've given the most hours to? Like, it was fairly big, but it's not that big.
And I have put almost 400 hours into Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Okay, never mind. I guess it is that big.
I enjoy to play Fall Guys with my friends. It's very funny, easy to learn, but hard to master.
I have a few games that I
fucking speak for yourself. I mastered that shit instantly.
Halo, the entire Master Chief Collection, is really a big one for me where that's concerned. But I also still just casually binge Animal Crossing, and I've been doing that basically all year.
I haven't put down Animal Crossing since I downloaded it. I find the daily repetitive rhythm so soothing and predictable. Although, much like my house, my island is still a complete tip.
Up next, we have the award for Best Microsoft Xbox Game. And the winner is Tell Me Why. Congratulations to Don't Nod Entertainment.
I literally just recorded Tell Me Why minutes before Gamescom stream started.
Info with Gamescom Daily Show, where you can get all the daily highlights and a late night show experience from gamers for gamers. Back to you, Jeff.
Thank you very much, Sid. And by the way, congratulations to Don't Nod for Tell Me Why, a really important game that is out now that you can play on Xbox and Game Pass. And
it is an important game, and the uploads will start tomorrow.
It goes beyond the pandemic. Between social conflicts we're seeing in the news and acts of nature, we can see how vulnerable we as people can sometimes be. And now I think it's as important time as ever to remember to come together and support one another. We are a global gaming community. There are millions of people watching tonight, and I know we're all here because we love games and we know that games are good in the world and can bring us together, and I think we've all felt that in 2020. So I think that's really important to remember amongst all the games and trailers. All right, well, one way as a community we can come together.
We can come together. Oh my God,
has
Jeff.
launched a reforestation project by planting
How did you fuck that up?
together with the community. Gamers worldwide can go to gamescom.global and donate to plant more trees. So let's plant a forest together. All right, well, now we're going to move on to another game, and this one was announced back in May. Chorus is a dark space combat shooter where players take control of Nara on a quest to destroy the dark cult that created her, featuring rich, ray-traced 4K 60 FPS environments on next-gen hardware.
Keywords everywhere.
The first look at gameplay from Chorus.
I feel like I remember the name, but I don't remember what the game looked like.
You have broken my heart.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, man.
Your betrayal. You will be broken.
Oh, is it another dogfighting game? Yeah, it's gonna be a no from me then. Rise as one. I'd prefer to rise as two. Reclaim your power. Become a living weapon. Oh, Fall Guys time.
Have you won? If one game has defined the summer of 2020, it absolutely
They didn't save it for the
Fall
end.
Guys
Good.
from
Okay.
Mediatonic
I'm
in
glad about
London
that.
and Devolver.
Because now I'm
This
actually
game is
interested in
setting
what they
a
are
record
saving for the end.
putting a much-needed smile on everyone's face. Fall Guys, I think, represents our industry at its absolute best. Well, soon the Fall Guys experience will evolve with Season 2. There's a lot of new
It's still
stuff
like
coming
over a
tonight.
month away, right?
Mediatonic is about to give you
Like a
an
month and a half
exclusive
until
sneak
Season
peek
2.
at what's next. Get ready. I think the internet is about to freak out. Here it is, Fall Guys Season 2.
What have you got for us?
Hey, I'm Joe. I'm the lead game designer on Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout, and I just want to reach out and say thank you to everyone who's been playing and enjoying the game so far. As a team, we've been looking at all the fan arts, the memes, and the montages that people have been posting online, and the response to the game has really blown us away. Today, we just wanted to give everyone their first sneak peek at the rounds and the costumes that they can be enjoying as part of Fall Guys Season 2.
Hey, look, it's the same rounds that we're already playing. They seriously started off the sneak peek trailer with rounds that we're already playing. Okay, that's different. Oh, it's a little dragon costume.
You'll be dressing your Fall Guy as a medieval hero and competing across brand new rounds inspired by epic quests from the Middle Ages. Traverse giant drawbridges, dodge swinging axes, and scale movable siege ramps in the quest for ultimate.
Oh no. That's just a different... It's a Hoopsie Daisy, but just on a different map. So they're not even changing the game modes, it's just the same game mode, but on a different map. Although, if you're having to move around blocks to jump through them, that would actually change things a bit.
We hope you enjoyed the sneak peek of Fall Guys Season 2. We're still adding the finishing touches.
Is that
to the run,
it?
but if you want to
Is
start
that all
today,
you're
then
showing?
Fall Guys game on Twitter is where
The
you
way
can
they've been hyping that up, it was like they were about to fucking break the internet with some crazy fucking twist on the formula. That is all they showed? Jeff even said, I think the internet's about to explode or something before they started that. Fucking hell.
Afraid to close his fist. I am not.
Wasteland 3? I've heard Wasteland 3 is pretty fucking good.
Liberty's got more brains and cunning than both her brothers put together. She's the only one who could actually run Colorado. She's already tried once.
Vic's a depraved child, and Val's a brain without a spine. The years my father wasted grooming them for glory when I was right there. Back to Arizona, Rangers, and I'll pretend none of this happened. Stay, and you die alone.
Nice. And of course, it's on Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass, then, you know, you've already got the game for free, essentially.
I haven't found any new appreciation for gaming at this time, because my appreciation for gaming before couldn't be higher.
Well, I'm really happy for you, man, but why do I care?
Completamente a conexão social que eu preciso ter com outras pessoas nesses tempos de isolamento, e é o mais próximo que a gente pode ter de experiências reais com pessoas que estão longe da gente.
You get to travel all over the world in games, which is something I've always taken for granted. At the moment I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima, and you know, I kind of prefer it to the real Japan just because I've heard that in real life they don't let you run around with katanas.
I appreciate games a lot more than films, music or whatever, and it's just fine for me to have the time to play with friends or even with my family, to have a lot of fun.
I've been mostly at home with small children, and gaming is the only thing that I get to do for myself anymore. I find it's not only an escape, it's also a way to challenge my brain.
Gaming is becoming clearly more important for a lot of people. You know, play is a natural instinct, and from Animal Crossing to The Last of Us Part 2 or Ori, yes, it's definitely an incredible time now to be a gamer, yes.
Yes. Why do they have these segments, man? I don't know who fucking almost anyone is.
I'm Sampella, head of Respawn Entertainment. When we set out to create Medal of Honor Above and Beyond, we knew we wanted to bring the series back to its roots.
Is this a Medal of Honor
The Medal of
VR
Honor
game or
franchise
something?
is known for its powerful and exciting single-player stories that put the player in the boots of a soldier who was there. It's a series that is grounded in history, which tells emotionally authentic stories. Peter Hirschman, who directed the original Medal of Honor in 1999, is back at the helm of this project. You'll hear more from him in just a bit.
Oh, I'll wait with bated breath. Oh, the original creator of Medal of Honor. Oh, exciting.
A completely new experience in VR. The team is creating a riveting and emotional journey through World War II like you've never seen or played. It weaves in the personal stories of the veterans and survivors of the war through powerful interviews that help set the stage for what players will experience. It's more than just a game. We could not be more
It's
excited
more
to show
than
the
just a
world the next
game.
look
What a
at
fucking
Medal of Honor
tagline.
Above and Beyond and the game's action-packed story. Let's take a look.
Our game is more than just a game. Our game is fucking legendary. It's next level. It is breaking new ground.
I know this is the first time some of you will see combat. I know you're scared. Let me be clear with all of you. I'm scared too.
Welcome to France, gentlemen.
When did Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order come out? Was that end of last year? Is it almost a year since Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order? I wonder how long it will be till the sequel.
We're gonna have to improvise here.
Man, that game had such a good ending. Really, 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 really interested in getting a sequel for that, which we know they're working on. They were working on it immediately after the first came out.
Resistance are perhaps the bravest people fighting in this
Hopefully it will be a 3-year cycle.
But you really should stop.
No longer.
There is no future in it.
Sorry to interrupt, Lieutenant.
Wow, that looked fun actually. That one bit looked pretty cool.
Be a wild ride, but we'll get you there.
Jet fighters, brace yourselves.
Like I said, boom.
There are things, as people, I'm willing to sacrifice myself for.
Somehow, this motley crew has been tasked with saving civilization. God help us all.
Defy reality! Oh, it's an Oculus ad as well. Fuck Oculus. fucking completely taken over by Facebook. Facebook promised that they would never make you use your Facebook account to sign into Oculus, and then the other day they announced that you will have to use your Facebook account to sign into Oculus. Fuck Facebook.
Medal of Honor Above and Beyond to talk more about their new VR experience. Peter, I gotta say, the trailer really grabbed me. Such an incredible story that you're telling to. Tell us a bit about this single-player experience. What can we expect?
Well, Jeff, thank you for having us on the show. I'm representing a whole team back at Respawn that's been working really hard on this, and it's so exciting to premiere the trailer with you. Medal, going back to its roots, was always about putting the player in the boots of a soldier fighting in World War II. And with VR, we're able to do that in almost a literal way. It's definitely the most immersive experience, most immersive combat experience I've ever been able to work on.
His feed is lagging a bit.
Follows you as a player being recruited into.
I don't think that's my
Office of
internet. I'm pretty sure that's the feed on
commonly known as the OSS.
there.
And their mission was sabotage, espionage, search and rescue, everything in between. You name it, they did it. And they're known by a different set of initials.
You name it, they did it.
The CIA.
Anal.
But during World War II, they sent operatives all over Europe, deep behind enemy lines. And that allows us to tell a story where you get to go to these places and locations and participate in events that really helped shape the outcome of the war.
One of the things I love about the trailer is you can tell there's a lot of interactivity in the environment, emergent gameplay. You got the piano and other things in there. Tell us a bit about how you're using that to tell the story. It seems like it's all kind of through a first-person perspective, but there are some story sequences. How do you tell the story?
Oh, well, we shot over 120 pages of narrative, which is more than some feature films. We had a huge international cast of phenomenal actors. And it was fantastic. And the story follows a classic three-act structure.
Absolute
Act
classic,
one is
mate.
Working with the French resistance, getting ready for the invasion. Act 2 is D-Day itself and the fight to get to Berlin. And then the third act is dealing with the Nazi secret weapon program, which involved things like the 262 jet and the V2 rocket and things that could have really turned the tide of the war if we hadn't stopped them. So you get to go on this journey, this story. And the story is shot all from your perspective. Because it's VR, your head is the camera. We don't have cutscenes. We don't have edits. Everything revolves around your perspective. So you experience this story completely in first person as if you are there. So it creates a much more intimate
You can murder
and,
Nazis in VR.
emotional connection.
It
with the
just
characters
makes
and the things
murdering
going on around
Nazis
you.
even better than
It
it
was
usually
an
is.
incredible way to shoot. One of our animators stood in for the player throughout
Fuck the Nazis.
throughout the 3 weeks that we were on stage. And all the actors are always reacting and talking to you directly. And in VR, it's such a powerful thing. It's all about building.
Wow, his feed is breaking up.
Connection, and it just makes the experience all the more authentic.
Well, you and Vince, I know this series is really close to your heart, and I'm like, wow, there's
Hello?
so much to experience. It looks really rich and detailed, obviously authentic as well. Paying tribute to everyone that was involved in the war. I wanted to ask you also about multiplayer, which is something that Respawn is really known for, and you've had a great single player experience. But I hear you might also be doing MP too.
VR multiplayer?
Well, yeah, I mean, the thing about VR is that, I've spent we've known each other a long time.
They're spending a long time on this segment.
So much of your career trying to map natural human movements to a controller and just figuring out things like making feel good and one
Jesus,
of the hardest
man,
ones
this
is
is
leaning. And in VR, you know how you duck? You just duck.
Going
and
weird.
How you lean in VR, you just lean. And so the ability to lean around a corner, just kind of peek around the corner and see where the bad guy is.
Is it fixed?
Is just it heightens the tension so much. It makes it feel all.
Okay, I think it
real.
fixed
And when you
itself.
put that
Phew.
into a multiplayer experience, it just raises it to a whole nother level.
Maybe
So
they'll be ending on the Ratchet and Clank
the
demo,
campaign,
actually.
we are
I guess
shipping
that could be
a
big enough to do it.
full
I was
suite
kind of
of
hoping for one last
including
surprise
things that
kind
you
of
can
thing.
only do in VR, and we're really excited about
But,
people playing those.
I guess it would make sense to end on the Ratchet and Clank demo, because that is going to be a pretty long
Definitely
thing.
a full-blown VR experience.
I believe.
gotta say, I'm really excited
Unedited
to put the headset
demo.
on and try this, and it's coming out later this year, right?
Coming out holiday, so yeah, fasten your seatbelts. We are so excited to bring it to players. We've been working on it a long time. Like you mentioned, it's a passion project for Vince and I and everyone at Respawn. It's a wonderful full circle experience for a lot of us that started our careers working on those original set, going back first one and Allied Assault, and now to be able to bring Above and Beyond to a whole new generation is one of the most exciting things we've been involved with.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peter. Opening Night Live will be right back. And in the meantime, here's a look at a new game that is launching tonight.
Oh, yeah?
The world was broken, fractured by the magic the Vow Keepers said they would protect us from. Spellstorms still rage across the ruins of the Hollowlands. This is proof, they said. It isn't safe. It can't be controlled. Magic cannot be used.
Is this another multiplayer game?
But I am a battle mage.
I've reached the point in my life where if it's a multiplayer game, my interest drops off a cliff.
I have broken my vow.
Aside from Fall Guys, I
And
guess.
now I fight to break free.
I'm just much more about the story. In the past, I would have creamed myself. Like when I was younger, before I started the channel and stuff, I pretty much exclusively played multiplayer, Call of Duty and Overwatch and that kind of thing. But these days, not so much. Wow, 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 wow. And this is launching today, he said? Spellbreak. I mean, it looks very pretty. But, yeah, I probably... Wait, what? Launching September 3rd? We're not on September 3rd. What? What? Jeff said it's launching tonight. Jeff? Jeff? Are you feeling okay, lad? Did you just lie to our faces? What? Man, there's only 20 minutes left. We've still got to do a look at Destiny 2 stasis powers. And we've still got to do the Ratchet and Clank demo. There's not going to be much time for much else. Man, Microsoft Flight Simulator is crazy. Like, the massive hurricanes that are going on in America at the moment, because Microsoft Flight Simulator updates the world in real time from satellite imaging, players are going and flying through the hurricane that is currently going, like, hitting America and stuff, and, like, it's all there in real time. That's crazy shit, man. Game Pass continues to be the best deal in gaming ever. It's just ridiculous how fucking good Game Pass value is. Like, I cannot believe it exists. Like, Tell Me Why came out today, and I downloaded it and played it for free. Well, not for free, because obviously you're paying for Game Pass, but like, for free in that I didn't have to buy it separately, it just comes with it. Launch day, Straight away, here's your game. No payment required. Crazy shit, man. Oh no, don't start lagging the advert. Oh no. That would be truly sad. Ah, good old Gears 5. What a great series Gears was. Pog. Start your first month for $1. And then we will raise it.
So many great games in Xbox Game Pass, and many of tonight's games are in it as well.
Destiny 2 time?
Here at Gamescom, we like to highlight some incredible games made in Germany. And
Nope.
tonight, we have a special announcement about one of the most legendary German games of all time, created by Factor 5. Enjoy.
Oh yeah? Is it going to be so legendary that I've not heard of it? Always funny when that happens. Yuzo Koshiro, Ancient.
Factor 5 was so far ahead of the curve, and each of their games pushed game technology as far as possible. I'd say they're one of the greatest indie developers of all time.
サウンドはすごいわ、グラフィックは綺麗だわ、ゲームプレイも滑らかで満足いくものだわで、本当にすごかった。
I assume we're seeing gameplay of what this legendary game is, but I have absolutely no idea. I don't think I've ever seen it before.
見せて歩きたいなと思っています。
This was the first game that allowed me to completely fulfill my musical vision. It defined my career, and the fans have been there ever since. To this day, it's one of my proudest works.
Welcome back to... Turrican? No, I've never heard of that. Well done, it's so legendary that I've never heard of it. Okay, Destiny 2 time now? Come on, give me that status info. Yes, here we are.
Revealed a new era of Destiny 2 that starts on November 10th with Beyond Light. For the first time ever, Guardians will add a new elemental power to their arsenal, the dark power of Stasis. With Stasis, players will take on the powers of darkness to control and dominate the battle. Here's an all-new look at Stasis from Destiny 2 Beyond Light.
Pog. I love Destiny so much, man.
The floodgates are open. The darkness is here. As you step away from the light, we need only look inward. Focus your power. Let it grow. Our fight is far from over.
The Shade Binder. Fuck, that looks sick, man. Some kind of multi-use staff. Hunter, the Revenant. Is that a throwing axe? Or like a tomahawk?
Let them come. This is their fate.
Oh, it bounces off walls. Oh god, that's going to be good. Titan, the Behemoth. Oh, snap. Embrace darkness. Command stasis. Power takes a new form. Destiny 2 Beyond Light. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, I'm not going to have time to play it at launch, but I want to. It looks so fucking good, man.
and that is Best Sony PlayStation Game. So, without further ado, the winner is
Halo Infinite.
Cyberpunk 2077.
It's not even a PlayStation game.
Of course, there are even
Like it's not an exclusive, is what I mean. Like I thought they were about to say like Ghost of Tsushima or something. The best PlayStation game is a multi-platform game. Sure. Fuck, these awards are so dumb.
So tune in on Sunday, August 30th at 8 p.m. Central European Time to see the grand finale of this year's Gamescom, where we give gamers the stage. That's it for me tonight. But
thank God for
back to
that.
Jeff, I just want to say that I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. We're all in this together, so
we're
take care.
all in
Back to you,
this
Jeff.
together.
Thank you very much, Sydney.
Oh,
good
it's
to have
Ratchet
you
and
on
Clank
the show
time.
again this
And
year.
then probably wrap
all right,
up,
well,
I guess.
A lot of people have been wondering, what will the next generation of gaming feel like?
Yeah,
How
Ratchet
will
and
it
Clank
be
time.
different?
Jumping
What is
between
that
worlds
generational
instantly
difference?
without tons of loading.
Back in June, we saw the announcement of Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart from Insomniac Games, a title which uses the power of PlayStation 5, the SSD hard drive, and the DualSense controller to create an experience that Insomniac says is only possible on brand new hardware. Well, now it's time for you to decide if you see the difference. Here's an extended, uninterrupted demo of live PlayStation 5 gameplay of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Enjoy.
There's no way it's live gameplay. There's no way they'd risk that. They have definitely recorded this and are playing it now as a recording. No chance that it's live. I don't believe you.
We're back. And not far from where we last saw him. We may still have time to put a stop to this.
Hey, I think I found the bomb back.
Oh dear.
Okay, show me what you got. Oh, nice. I wonder if this is going to take us to the end of the show. He didn't say goodbye, so there could still be a reveal at the end. It's possible. Then again, when Jeff Keighley does a one more thing reveal at the end, it's not always good. At the Game Awards last year, it was fucking Fast and Furious Crossroads, and that game got 3s out of 10s from reviewers.
Last one. The train's pulling away. Let's go.
Hello? Dr. Nefarious.
Put down the Dimensionator, Nefarious.
The Dimensionator, okay.
Finally be free of the both of you. Soon, everything you see will be mine. Say goodbye.
Got him. That's cool. Aww.
Was that supposed to happen? Hitting Nefarious's device seems to have destabilized reality.
The bridge is shot. There has to be another way across.
The rifts appeared to react to your device. Try pointing it at one of them. That was rather exciting.
Games before trade.
Man, that is cool. That is very cool tech.
worse than I had imagined.
Everyone look! It's Ratchet and Clank!
Sand sharks from above.
Got him. This is looking properly good. I won't be playing it at launch. I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, so I should probably play the other one. Oh my goodness.
A kraken, or at least a very large octopus.
I should probably play the other ones at some point, and then this. But yeah, it won't be a launch thing for me, but it is very interesting. I'm definitely curious about it.
I will never get used to that.
Hey, at least we're on the same planet this time. Nefarious is on the other side of that building. Let's get moving before he does anything else to break reality.
Oh my god, the Enforcer looks much fucking better than what he was using before.
Yeah, I kind of wish he was doing a worse job.
He must have more planned than he is telling us.
That's what I'm afraid of. See what's new.
Oh man, that's so cool. It brings the thing to you. It doesn't bring you to the portal, it brings the portal to you. So he didn't even get like pulled through the enemy or anything because the portal came to him. Oh, that's cool, man.
Away from Nefarious.
Oh boy.
The dimensions are weakening considerably.
Oh boy.
Well, it is certainly not good.
Man, this looks dope. Oh no, it's the Kraken! Okay, man, this actually looks awesome. That looks sick.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
That looks great. That looks really, really good. Oh, man. Okay, have you got one more thing? There's like 5 minutes left, technically. Is there one more thing?
There you have it, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, and now I am joined by Marcus Smith and Mike Daly from Insomniac Games. Guys,
oh, maybe it'll be
so
5 minutes of fucking
that,
interview.
Long, uninterrupted demo of Rift Apart, and I have so many questions. It's amazing to see what you're doing with the power of PS5 and the SSD. Let me ask you first, Marcus, what are you able to do with Rift Apart that you haven't been able to do before in a Ratchet game because of the power of PS5?
I mean, first and foremost,
what you just saw, Jeff.
Power enables us to fill our worlds with the kind of density and life that we've never been able to do before. More importantly,
nice audio quality, bruh.
Dimensional shifting that we have going on, which uses the SSD,
where'd you get that mic? The fucking pound store?
The player from planet to planet to planet, lightning fast, like in way faster than we've ever been able to do before.
Yeah, the Rift tether, we saw that in the demo. We had seen some of that in the trailer. So that's all actual gameplay. Mike, I'm curious, like how
Why does it always start lagging when it goes back to Jeff and his fucking interviewees?
Levels where you can jump, or how do you play through that?
Yeah, so in the game, there is dimensional damage spread throughout the galaxy that Ratchet and Clank have to find a way to fix. And you can find these weak points in space-time that you can pull to you with your rift tether. It's like being able to lasso a portal. And that enables you to basically like warp across the world to find new places to discover or gain a tactical advantage in combat.
Wow, yeah, I got to say, like, when you see that and you imagine the jumping from multiple worlds at you know...
Oh, please have a one more thing. I want to be surprised.
No load screens throughout the entire game?
That's right. We're going seamless.
That's right. Yep.
Wow, all right. You so confident, both of you say it. I like it. Now, let me ask you about DualSense. That's something that is a big part of PS5. I've had a chance to hands on with the controller, with the adaptive triggers and the haptics. How are you using that to sort of impact the gameplay of Rift Apart?
So
we're going to make your controller rumble when you fire it.
Of weapons just exude a ton of personality, and the DualSense is sort of like, it feels like it was made for Ratchet and Clank, just because the haptics give us a whole new layer for the weapons to express themselves. So, for example, your burst pistol, of course, it gives you like a satisfying kick with every bullet. But when you throw the shatter bomb, you can actually feel the energy pulsing off the grenade fade away as it gets further apart from you. Basically, the haptics are expressive enough that every weapon feels different. And
I wonder if this, like, they hype up all this haptic feedback and adaptive triggers and all that stuff. They've hyped it up a lot. I'm very curious when you actually get it in your hands, whether it is meaningfully different from what we currently have.
Alternate functions to the weapons. So, for example, in the demo, we've got the Enforcer, which is a double-barreled shotgun. You can pull the trigger part of the way down until you hit resistance to fire a single barrel. And then whenever you feel like it's the right time, pull it the rest of the way for a double shot. So you might be swarmed by a bunch of little
3 minutes left. Come on. Please be one more thing.
And then wait
Please.
a minute for even more to swarm in before finishing them off. But a big guy, you probably want to just give both barrels to right away. So
don't end on a fucking interview.
Basically raising the skill ceiling and giving you more ways to play better.
Don't do it.
Wow.
Don't do it, Jeff.
I'm excited to see how you guys are going to roll that out.
Not an
what
interview.
I'm sure are an insane, group of weapons as always. Plot-wise, Marcus, tell us a bit about this game. I think some fans have wondered, does this tie into the movie plot line, the game plot line? Like, how it would tell us.
Wait, what? There's a Ratchet and Clank movie?
Yeah. Well, canonically, this is an extension of Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus, the 2013 game. But it's a standalone adventure. So it's one that, even if you've never played a Ratchet and Clank game, you can get into it and you'll understand it and you'll enjoy it. For hardcore fans, we have a lot of nods. You're gonna see a lot of returning characters and planets and see them all through a whole new light of multiple dimensionality.
Yeah, no, this Rift Tether thing I think looks really exciting. And how often, is that something we saw in the demo? Is that something you're going to see frequently in the game? Are there special moments? I guess I'm curious how often you use that technique for gameplay.
So the Rift Tether has created...
Oh, they're totally ending on this fucking interview, aren't they? God damn it.
Pretty often. There's even a few more types
what a horrible idea that is.
You'll encounter that we haven't shown yet. Okay. Now, being pulled between worlds, that's localized to chasing after Dr. Nefarious in the demo. And that's sort of reserved for special moments when you really have to... when the dimensional damage really tears wide open.
Well, I gotta say, it looks incredible. And then at the end, we got another tease of this female Lombax. I know you guys have confirmed she is playable in parts of the game. I think everyone wants to know, though, do we have a name for her?
The world is more interesting with mysteries, and we're going to have to keep this one a little longer.
Do we get a number of letters in her name or anything?
Too many smart people on the internet.
It's going to be Ratchet. I bet it's going to be Ratchet. If it's Ratchet and Clank normally, they'll just take Ratchet and add another TE on the end to be Ratchet.
Games are always so much fun, and as you said, when you think of the power of SSD and the DualSense all coming together, it looks really exciting. Before we go, though, I think everyone around the world wants to know when we're going to get to play this game. Anything you can share with us on where you're at in development right now?
Mike?
So Ratchet and Clank is coming out in the PS5 launch window. So we haven't announced a specific release date yet, so stay tuned for that.
What kind of window? Is it big windows? No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's all we're going to get, I'm sure. Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart coming in the launch window for PlayStation 5. I got to say, Insomniac, we're so excited what you guys are doing across PlayStation, and the game looks incredible. So thank you so much for all you've done, and we look forward to seeing more of Rift Apart soon.
Thanks, Jeff. Take care.
All right, Marcus and Mike from Insomniac, thanks for showing us that first look at Ratchet.
Is that really going to be the end?
5, and that's going to do it for
Fuck me. Really? Really? You're ending on that terrible interview.
Sure to stay tuned all week.
Jeff's got a bulge in his pants. Look at that. That's unfortunate. Those are some tight pants.
Later this year for the Game Awards 2020, our team is hard at work to build a very special
Oh my god. He's got a really bad bulge.
We'll see you then. Good night.
Oh, that is awkward. Oh, I am sorry, man. Well, there we go. That was not a great way to end. I mean, the demo was good, but then like a fucking 6 or 7 minute interview after that, and then surprise, we're closing now. Like, oh, come on. They should have just ended it on the demo, because the demo was great. The demo looked fun as hell, and then that interview just sucked all the excitement out of the room. But overall, not too shabby. There are a few things I'm very interested in. Little Nightmares 2, very interested in that. Need to look back and see what it was saying about being able to play it on next gen, because I will have next gen consoles by next February. So I don't know if is it just going to be like there will be an upgraded version coming later in the year, but you could still play it via back compat, because back compat's supposed to be like everything pretty much. But I don't know, we'll see. And oh, what was the other one that really grabbed me? Shit, it's completely left my 12 minutes. That looks amazing, and all-star cast for that. No idea how an indie game has got the biggest name Hollywood actors to be in it, but sure. I'm all for it, and I'm very much looking forward to playing it. Right, there we go. Thank you very much for joining me for Gamescom Opening Night Live. If you enjoyed, if you could leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the videos around if you can. I would really appreciate that. And I will see you next time for whatever the next thing to react to is. We were supposed to be getting the Xbox Series S reveal this month. That hasn't happened. That's been pushed to next month. We're supposed to be getting a full, proper, big Nintendo Direct first half of next month for the 35th anniversary. Probably the Mario remasters and stuff getting announced there. So lots still to come. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. See you then.